Why a bobbin case opener? Do you ever notice that when you put bobbins in, no matter what sewing machine you have, the bobbin case will do this, okay? You see this little tab up here, how it goes back and forth? There's a reason why it does that. And that's because when the thread is being brought in around this bobbin and back up again, it comes in on one side, which would be that side right there, and then when it's ready to, or when it's coming in, it's going to be coming in on this side right here, and then when it exits, the bobbin case will shift over and let the thread exit. Okay, and I'll show that in more detail. But the principle of why there's a bobbin case opener, I will demonstrate with this my web knife and a roll of really lightweight thread. Okay. There's now you have. See, I could pull it with the. See how I could pull this weight with it? Now if I jerk on it, see how easy it broke? Okay. That's the purpose of a bobbin case opener. Okay. I have the machine set up to right now to where any further movement, we're going to start pulling thread out of this bobbin. So I'm going to put a black line, a black dot on this thread, maybe. There we go, got a black mark on it. Okay. Now, try to keep my hands still because I can't use a tripod for what I'm doing here, so I got my hand leaning against the sewing machine to make the thing as stable as I can. So let's go ahead and turn it. And I'm going to show you. Now watch this is a needle feed, and as the needle is going down, it's also going to start pulling the fabric and making a stitch. But you see the bobbin thread starting to be pulled? Okay. Now what it's doing, as the bobbin thread is being pulled out, it positioned the opener, okay, to come in, and it pulled it to let it come in on the proper side of this bobbin case, to where it will keep it from falling behind the bobbin or underneath it or falling off this shuttle hook right here. Okay. And that's the purpose of it. It's like a railroad. If you ever watch a railroad trains go down a certain track, you know, you throw the switch and it go down one track, and you throw the switch the other way, it goes in the other track. Same purpose here, you know. One side's let the thread in, the other side's to let the thread out. So now we're going to continue moving this handle. And what's happening is that now that since the bobbin case is going to have to be repositioned to the other side, this opener, which is right here, this bobbin case opener, let me move it over, there we go, bobbin case opener right here, is now pushing on this bobbin case, going away from the needle. There we go, that's the best way to do it, away from the needle. So here we go, we're going to continue on, try to keep it steady. Okay, so now see how the thread's coming around? Now the bobbin case already positioned, the bobbin case opener already positioned the bobbin case to let the thread out, and now it's going to loop around there. It's going to let go, the shuttle valve is, and now the process is going to start all over again. Now the bobbin case, where's my needle at? Okay, I will mark it again. mark my thread. There we go. Close up my Sharpie so it doesn't dry out. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and move it. Now again, you want to watch the needle, watch the fabric, watch the bobbin case thread. See now as it's being pulled out of the bobbin, it's also pulling on the case. Right now it's in that position. You see where this gap is now, right here? That's going to let the thread come in on the proper side. Okay, it's already in. And now the bobbin case is going to start doing its job now, moving it to the other side. It all happens so quick, okay, to let it up again. See? And that's the purpose of it. So what it does, as you can see, with all the how the thread has to go through all the tensions right here. You know, it comes down, goes to this little tensioner, this tensioner, okay, and then when it reaches this point, this thread is under so much tension that having to move this bobbin case, excuse me, having to move this bobbin case from one direction to the other, it puts a shock on that thread, and that's what breaks it. But these are only necessary if you're using lightweight threads. If you're using the all-purpose threads that you use on that sewing machine right there, you know, your regular home sewing machines, that thread is basically strong enough to where you really don't need a bobbin case opener, okay? It is just when you're working with this this kind of thread right here, like you would sew with like chiffon or, you know, whatever, you know, I don't know what, maybe something like a wedding veil, or I don't know what you would use this thread. I don't know. I bought it, but it's not what it was. Oops, disaster here. Whoop whoop. It's supposed to be a Tex 33 thread, but it's not a Tex 33 thread. I tell you that right now. I never seen a thread that breaks so easy. But when I put it in that FOF, after I installed that right there, after I installed that case opener, I was able to sew high speed with that thread. And without that case opener, the thread would break after about 6 or 7 inches of travel on the fabric. Then the upper thread would break because it had to open up the bobbin case to move the bobbin case to the other side for the thread to exit. But that's the purpose of a bobbin case opener, is so on that type of machine, this type of machine right there, the ones that have the capability of sewing up to 4,500 stitches per minute. This one does. You need a bobbin case opener if you're using anything smaller than the all dual purpose thread that people use for everyday use. Okay. So if your machine doesn't have a bobbin case opener, oh well, don't worry about it. It will still work as long as you're not using super lightweight threads.